Hi everyone, it's Sue again. I'm back today with something really different to what I normally do, and I'm just finding that my creative energies are taking me in so many different directions lately, and I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to go with the flow. So you all know that I like the vintage style journals and ephemera and that type of thing. I still love that, and I'm still going to be doing that. I'm just having a little bit of a play around with brighter colors. I love brighter colors as well, but I just seem to be able to put together my vintage journals much easier than using bright colors. Now, I'll tell you what this is all about in a minute. So for years I've got a little tub here. I have been doing it's hard to explain. I've been making these little, using what do you call them, Project Life cards, that type of thing. For years I've been doing this, and I'll just have a few in my bag, and I'll just every now and again I'll just pop one on someone's windscreen or someone's mailbox if I'm going past, or something like that, just to you know, you don't know, people put on a brave face and you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. We've all been that. We've put on a brave face before, and just so that people don't, you don't want to worry people, and you don't want people to know, you know, that you are struggling or whatever. So I just started doing this sort of thing and just mucking around really, and just, I don't know, it's just, have you ever received anything like this and it's just made your day, you know, giving you that little bit of hope that everything is going to be okay and that you can do it, you can get through it. So these are just some that I've done, I've finished, some that I'm still sort of have been mucking around with, you know. So I do love colour, but I struggle with it, and it just doesn't come naturally to me. But lately I've been doing, I think I may have put in one of my videos, I've been using a lot of watercolor paper, and I've been playing with watercolors. Once again, I'm not great at it. I'm just practicing, and I think the more you practice, the better you get at it. So so I've sort of been looking into, you know, different watercolor techniques and, you know, what people had been doing, and I came across this this lady, and you've probably all heard of her, Ray Missigman, her name is. I'll pop her link down below. So her and her friend Sandy Keane have started this project called the Painted Paper Project. Okay, so what it is, it's like a they're calling it a kindness art movement, and they're using up just their art supplies and their talents, and they're creating beautiful little packets of handmade love, and they're sending it to friends and family and people that they know. So what I'm doing is I'm wanting to do, a similar sort of thing, and I'm following their basically their platform. But what I'm doing is, I think they use mainly stencils to do their flowers and that sort of thing. I have ordered some stencils and I haven't got them yet, but I have got lots of beautiful stamps. So I figured, well, why not? So these are stamps. That's some of these stamps here. So I'm using stamps and then just watercoloring them. Sorry, I just thought someone was here. Yeah, so, and I'm going to fussy cut them, okay? And then do up these beautiful little bundles of handmade love and send them off to hopefully brighten people's day. So what I'm going to do is just show you a few things that I've done. I'm going to put the link down to the Painted Paper Project's site. This is actually, the Painted Paper Project is a free class. It's not a class, it's just showing you, it's going through and showing you how to make a few things and what to do. So I mean, I have learned lots from it, so it's well worth looking at. And there's lots of other classes that you can take that do cost. I've actually signed up for the pocket journals class. I've just lost my password for that, so very clever. Anyway, I'll get back into that when I find it. So I just thought if I did that, it might help me with color a little bit. I'm just on a real learning phase at the moment, so as I said, I'm just going to run with it. And I mean, being creative, it's all about variety, isn't it? So this is just some that I've been playing with this morning, a few that I've stamped. So these are all these stamps, this stamp set here. So these are all available on my website as well. So I'll pop the link down below if you like any of those and are interested. So you can see here, I haven't been fussy about the ink. If I was stamping it onto something else, obviously I would wipe that ink away and I'd be more wary of that. But because I'm going to fussy cut this out, I'm not worried about that. So this is this one. Same. So what I've done is I've done these up in these little, stamped all these in this little A5 book, because my thought is that at night time, if I'm tired after work, I still like to do something. So I thought there's no reason why I can't sit, relax, watch some telly and do some watercolour, and then when they're watercoloured, I can just fussy cut them out. So just so I don't have them scattered around everywhere, I've just put it in this little book here. So this stamp here is, you can see I've used this, is out of this one. So this one's available on my website as well. This one I've misstamped that, but I might be able to just add some pen and rectify that one. This one here. And then I've got these butterfly stamps as well. So really beautiful. They're all designed by, I won't be able to say, Godelieve Tishkins. Sorry if I've pronounced that incorrectly. So yeah, I'm just having a play around. I just find this really relaxing. And I know I've got journals that I should be finishing and all that sort of thing, but I'm just, as I said, I am going where my creative energies are sending me at the moment. I just, yeah, I'm not trying, I don't want to force finishing journals and that sort of thing, and then it just becomes a chore and I won't enjoy it. So what I'm also doing here is I'm just experimenting with different papers, and you know, I've just done some little sprigs of leaves. I've just put something in this packet because it's recycled paper sack, and I just thought I'll use this in my packaging for my shop, or I can use it to send some happy mail, that sort of thing. So I'm going to just show you a little bit of painting, and I'll probably just finish this off. It's nothing, I mean, it's just playing. But what I want to say is I want to send some of you a packet of handmade love. So if you are interested in receiving a surprise, well, it's a surprise because you won't know what's in it, but if you are interested in receiving some hand-painted kindness in the mail, can you please email me? My email will be linked below, and depending on the response that I get, I will probably choose half a dozen people, and I'll see how I go with that, because yeah, it's time consuming to do this, but I'm really enjoying it, and I'd really like to share that love. Okay, so having said that, so what Ray and Sandy have done, they've done theirs on a much bigger scale, and it's funny because I had started stamping and watercoloring and fussy cutting them out and thinking, what am I going to do with all these things? And then I came across Ray and Sandy's site, and I just went, perfect, that's what I'll do. So what I've done is I've just made these little bags out of tracing paper, and I've put a tab on which I've watercolored some paper and then cut the tab out, and I've put them all in categories. So I got this idea from the Painted Paper project, and it just made sense because originally I had them in a little container and they were all getting tangled up and messed up. So I've got butterflies, small florals, large florals, small greenery, large greenery, stamped florals. So what they are just, I've stamped some flowers on coloured card and just cut them out. I haven't watercolored those. Feathers, painted stickers, and I'll go through that as well with you in a minute. So I'll just show you a few of these. So these are some of the butterfly stamps that I was just showing you. And I have just watercolored them and then fussy cut them out. And I just think they are just absolutely beautiful. So I've done these on watercolor paper. You don't have to have watercolor paper. You can do any of these on any sort of paper, but they're obviously going to all come out different. Okay. I've put some gold splatters over these. Here's some of the little baby ones. So I've just been, I don't know, just playing around and just having fun with it. This is a much darker one, so we'll call that one a moth. So yeah, in your little packet, if you're interested in receiving some hand painted love, you'll receive these sorts of things. So these are some of the ones you may have seen in a previous video if I have uploaded it. So these are just some that I was doing before I found out about the painted paper project. So these are just some stamps that I've had, and I've just roughly watercolored them. This was just on some sort of cardstock, so the watercolor didn't play very nice, but I still think they're beautiful and they're usable. So, you know, even like little tiny little ones here that I've done, you know, and these can all be used in your journals or handmade cards, you know, that sort of thing. So that's all those that these were all, as I said, all done before I discovered the painted paper project. And so, you know, that sort of, so that's, you know, that's another stamp. And so I'll just try and put all these back in. So I've got these in small florals. I'm just trying to be careful that I don't tear them all. Just really enjoyed, just finding it really relaxing, and just really enjoyed the whole process. So these would even look cute just scattered on this, glued on this bag. So I might even do some of those for my packaging. So they're large florals. I've got one in here. So this is that same stamp, and I love this. I've done it, I think it's supposed to be an echinacea, I don't really know, but that's that one there. And I've just done the watercolors and fussy cut that one out. So I've got large greenery. These are just stamps, and then I've stamped them with a green ink, and then I've just, because I can't cut into all that area there, and then I've just gone over the whole stamped image with some watercolor, green watercolor. So that's those. I've got small greenery. I'm not going to tip all these out because it'll take me forever to get them all back in. But so these bits here are just scraps of watercolor paper that I had left over, and I've just watercolored it green and then hand cut some leaves. These are obviously stamps. And then I've got these die cuts that I've just cut out of watercolor paper as well. Just to give you a little bit of an idea, you know, different types that you can do. And I think having them in this storage, storing them this way, is so much better. Like, they don't get wrecked, and so much easier to find what you're looking for. And these are just the ones that I've stamped onto coloured cardstock and just cut out, fussy cut out. I haven't done any watercolouring on those. And these are some feathers. So these are, actually, you don't even know. I don't think I've got the set here. I think these may even be, no, I'd be lying if I tried to say. I can't remember what stamp set this came from. But these are just some feathers that these are stencils, that's right. I used a stencil, that's right. And then I've just stuck the stencil over the top and done the black outline. I might do like a vein going through them or something before I send them out. So that's just to give you a little bit of an idea of the sort of things that you can do. Now I'm just going to pop these back in this container here. And this little, this little sack, what have I done here? Oh, I've got some here that I haven't written on yet. So I've got room for growing. That's a little paper sack cardboard sack that I got, and I've just coffee dyed it. So, and that just sits on my desk out of the way. Now, another thing that they show you to do in this painted paper project is some stickers. So I've just used, let me grab it. These PPS shipping labels. And so it's just like just one full sheet. Okay, there's no circles. I think they used circles. I don't have that. I'm not going out to buy anything specially, so I've have these already, so I've used those sheets. And all I did, some here, so you can see that's the back, and it's just one huge sheet. Okay, so I just randomly, as I think Sandy may have done it, randomly just painted really roughly different shapes and what have you over the sheet, and then I got my circle punch and I punched them out. Now, one thing that I did find is that they didn't punch out neatly, so I had to put a piece of copy paper underneath. So therefore I've got all these circles which I was going to throw out, and I thought no. So what I've done is I've just gone and I've painted just some blotches of paint and made them into some sort of floral, and then they can just be, you know, something that you can stick on a card, or they're not sticky, they're just photocopy paper. But rather than waste it, that's what I intend to do with those. So these are quite cute. They're different. As I said, I'm no watercolor expert, so they're pretty rough, but I just think beautiful. And my thought is, they were stamping, they have a stamp that you can get. It's got the painted paper project on it. I just thought I may even write a word, or, you know, whoever I send it to, I don't know, or any of my orders, if I use this as a sticker, I'll just put their name on it or something like that. And then this one I did just the same as I'm doing on this packet here, some random green sprigs of leaves, and then I just cut them out using my circle punch as well. So I've just put them in as painted stickers in this little filing system. And I don't know, I'm really excited. I just really, really want to send, I'm going to send some out to my sister and my mum and a couple of friends, but I really would like to share some of this with you guys. So please don't be shy. Please send me an email with your address. And I mean, obviously, if it's, and internationally as well, happy to send internationally. Just give me a, you know, a couple of weeks, because I do, as you know, work full time. So I'll just do a few at a time, and we'll see how we go. So all I'm doing is, I just thought, as I said earlier, this, I could use this as packaging in my shop. And all I'm doing is I'm just really randomly, I've got some different greens mixed up here in my palette, and I'm just dipping all different colors and just randomly just doing these sprigs of leaves. And all it is just pushing your brush down, and just adding some color, adding color to paper, basically, is all we're doing. Okay. So yeah, I just thought I'd just share that with you. And I'll just, I thought I'd try and maybe do, so that's just on some recycled brown paper sacks. This is just like a little manila, I don't even know what these are, but just little like seed packets. So I mean, I'm just doing sprigs of leaves here just at the moment, just because they're easy. I just wondered what how they would react to different papers. So that hasn't come through, so that's quite nice on there as well. So, you know, you can do that sort of thing. You could do florals. Some of these I'll probably stamp on and watercolor, just for something different. So this is a good way to do, you know, like your own gift wrapping as well, you know. So well, that the stem's a little bit thick, but that's okay. I'm not concerned, and this is good for me because I'm a little bit I like things to be perfect, so this is a good thing for me to do as well, because it's not perfect and I have to just run with it. So you know, it's just playing, experimenting. I think I've got a fair bit of liquid on this brush now. So it's different, isn't it? I mean, you can even just to fill space, let's just do something like that. And I'm just using all different color greens. Okay. And then I've got like a white sack here. I'd probably want to try and put something just so it doesn't all seep through. It probably doesn't matter. Let me just grab some paper. I'm going to fold this photocopy paper, or printer paper, and just pop that in there. And get it in there. So yeah, guys, just something really, really different. It comes up quite nicely on this packet. I think this is my last one. I need to try and remember where I got it from. So like you could make this just into a really nice little garden and have some of those pre-painted flowers and glue them on. Probably not even on screen. And I mean, you don't have to do these sprigs in green either. You can use any sort of colour. Because what I do is I tend to dip a few times in some different colours, and you can see you've got a couple of different colours on your paintbrush then. Okay, so probably what I would do then is you know, add a couple of the pre-cut flowers that I've got. I can't do it now because it's wet. And then that's a nice little packet to put packaging in, like package your product, my product in, or, you know, as I said, please, please, please send me an email if you would like to get some painted love in the mail. Who doesn't like getting something other than bills in the mail? I've got so much that I've done. I've stamped a heap, I've painted a heap, and I mean, I'm not going to use them all, and I really would like to just branch out a little bit from my, you know, little cards that I just pop around. If I can send some love in the mail, that will make me very happy. So I'll just show you. Oh, these are just another stamp that I've got in my shop. I'm just for swatching. So these are some of the little butterflies. Let's do one of them. Just got a bit of a partial to this pink. And I just really, see, I've got too much on that. So if you've got too much on there, you can just get the excess off your brush with, I've just got some paper towel. It's just colouring in, really. I mean, there are, if you want to get into watercolours, obviously there's more techniques, but I'm just doing this as a relaxation tool, really. And then you can add, while that's still wet, we can add a little bit of, just have a look, you know, just add a couple of, see where the dots are on the stamp, just maybe add a few dots of yellow. I've gone a little bit overboard there. You know, just spread it around. I mean, there's lots of different butterflies, aren't there? And it obviously it dries much lighter. What can we do? I always go for the same colours. Let's go with this colour here. I don't know whether I've ever seen a butterfly this colour, but let's just make it this colour. Pretty. And I'm just sort of adding a little bit more liquid here, just so that it hopefully dries a little bit darker in some areas. Let's have it like that. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I don't know. Anyway, it's just a bit of fun. So I just wanted to share that with you today. Just what I've been up to, just mucking around. And yeah, I'm really, really excited about having found this painted paper project from Ray Missigman and Sandy Keane. As I said, I'll leave the link down below. Please go and have a look. It's so much fun, and I mean 2020 has really been a shit year, sorry, but it really has, for so many people, and everybody has been affected in one way or another, and I think we all deserve a little bit of love and attention, and just letting someone know that, you know, we're thinking of them and that we care. So what better way to do it than send it through the mail? And you know, I know that the mail systems are probably a little bit, you know, they're full on at the moment. People are, you know, ordering more online, and they're, you know, getting all these sort of things, using the mail system more is what I'm trying to say. But, you know, having said that as well, it's keeping them in a job as well, you know. So I'm just adding a bit of gold here. So let's do it, guys, hey? Don't be shy. Please send me your address. Just email me. I'll put my link down below. And I would love to send some of you some painted paper love. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm going to go and do a little bit more painting. And I hope you're all keeping well. And until next time, I hope you get a little bit of crafting time in. See you soon. Bye-bye.